Hello, and welcome to a video game mechanic deconstruction video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mechanic that has as many names as it does games it appears in. But for clarity, in this video, we're calling this the Intangible Dodge. In Ratchet Clank Rift Apart 2021, you can see this in action. The most basic component here is this dashing action. When the player pushes the action button, the player character is moved 5 or 6 body lengths in the direction that the joystick is being pulled by the player. The next basic component of this mechanic is the approximately 1 second delay between the end of one dodge before the next intangible dodge can be activated. The most important part of this mechanic is, you can see here, is the negation of damage. The player character can phase and dodge right through the enemy, even the enemy's main body, not just the location where the damage would be applied, in this case the crab's claws, but the character can dodge and phase right through the enemy itself. The final basic component of this mechanic you can see here is at the very end frame of the actual animation. Even though the character here is still kind of phased out, they do take damage right as the animation ends and the character lands. Right there, you can see that they were still a little phasey looking, but you can still take damage. Now, we're going to take care of this enemy real quick, and we're going to talk about the relationship between the player character, this dodge, and the enemies. You're going to see here that the dodge does not allow the player to phase through any part of the environment itself. They can, however, phase through these destructible crates. But other than that, they can't phase through any other NPC, any other character, or any environment. Just these destructible boxes and the enemies themselves, which makes me believe that there's some type of class check when a hit is detected during this animation, and it only allows you to phase through the object if that check comes back that it was part of this destructible box class or this enemy class. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about with this mechanic is how the designers of Ratchet and Clank here used this mechanic in other ways other than the combat that it was initially designed for. There are multiple parts in the game where the player has to traverse very large gaps, and you have to use this mechanic correctly in order to phase through them, or phase across the gap and make it to the other side. You can see here that there is another way to get up this gap, but I was just kind of messing around because this actually isn't one of the jumps that you need to use this mechanic on. It was just in the same location that I was filming the footage for beforehand. But you will see here that if you time the jump correctly and phase, you can make it up to and across this large gap. And this is a great example of using a mechanic in more than one way, is designing it for one specific purpose, but incorporating it into other parts of your game. So I think that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoy these little fireworks. My name is Chase Weatherby. I hope you guys enjoyed this deconstruction video of this intangible dodge as seen in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Thanks.